Hello, everyone, and good evening to you all. My name is Felton Parker. Today is Friday, September 6th, 2024. As always, each day is a wonderful day to be blessed by our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And I sincerely hope you folks had a truly blessed and wonderful Friday. What I have for you guys in tonight's video is the list of all the National Day holidays from my National Day calendar segment. That includes my featured National Day holiday. Also tonight in my weather segment, I will let you all know exactly what we're expecting for the entire weekend. That's both tomorrow, which is Saturday, and Sunday, plus through all of next week. So without further ado, let's get things started here on this Friday night as I open up my National Day calendar segment with tonight's featured National Day holiday. Just give me just a second to get it pulled up. And of course, my featured National Day holiday from today is that today was National Read a Book Day. Observed each year on this day. So, National Read a Book Day is observed each year on this day. On August 9th, just about a month ago, almost a month ago actually, we all celebrated National Book Lovers Day. Exactly 4 weeks or 28 days ago. While these bookish days may seem similar, National Read a Book Day invites us all to grab a book we might enjoy and spend the day reading. Don't keep it to yourself. Share the experience. Read aloud either to children or to grandparents. Read to your pets or to your stuffed animals and plants. Reading improves memory and concentration as well as reduces stress. Older adults who spend time reading show a slower cognitive decline and tend to participate in more mentally stimulating activities over their lifetime. Books are an inexpensive, entertaining, educational tool and time machine too. Some featured books: Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. Set during the Civil War, Little Women follows the life of the March family. Loosely based on Alcott's life, she casts herself as talented to Jo March. David Copperfield by Charles Dickens. David Copperfield tells the story of a young boy's life as he struggles to become a writer. From an abusive start and many trials, the author relays the memories of his life. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows by J.K. Rowling. The seventh book in the Harry Potter series brings Harry, Ron Weasley, and Hermione Granger back to Hogwarts for a final stand-up with Voldemort and his Death Eaters. Julie of the Wolves by Jean Craighead George. This is the story of 9-year-old Mayax and her transition from Inuit culture to an American one in San Francisco. Where the Red Fern Grows by Wilson Rawls. Loved by Generations, this classic story tells of the bond between a boy and his dog in the Ozarks. As Brave as You by Jason Reynolds. Set during a summer visit with As Brave as You by Jason Reynolds. Set during a summer visit with grandparents, a young boy learns from his mistakes and about the imperfections of the people he loves. Here's how to observe. Sit back, relax, and read a book. Whether you prefer to escape into the world of fiction or learn something new, celebrate with your favorite books. Visit the library or the local bookstore. Pick up a new book or read an old favorite. Explore the past in history books and memoirs or dive into the meaning of terrific poetry. Read aloud to a child or give them a new book. Share the stories you're reading using hashtag You Read a Book Day to post on social media. So, I mean, reading, of course, reading reading books will help keep minds at ease rather than, nowadays we all tend to look at devices. So when was the last time you've read a good book without even looking at it? Nowadays we live in with today's technology, the presence of today's technology, You know, everyone's on their smartphones or their tablets or with today's technology, everyone's either on their iPhones, their smartphones, or their tablets. But does anyone ever read? I mean, parents ought to teach their children to get into the habit of reading. I mean, there are times when I've had to learn to read, and of course, I've had a couple issues, but as I got older, reading has sort of become a habit. So it's always fun to get into a world of fiction. So it's just like it's entertaining almost as watching a movie. Of course, whatever movie you like, so you get to learn a lot from whatever your favorite movie is. You get to learn a lot from that movie, just like you get to learn a lot from the movie. Just like with every book you read, you get to learn a lot from the book. So it is always fun it is always beyond interesting to learn new things. Not only was today National Read a Book Day, today was also National Chianti Day, National Food Bank Day, National Lazy Moms Day. Okay, I'm going to make this one very brief about lazy moms. During the first Friday in September, National Lazy Moms Day delegates everyday mom jobs to someone else. Busy moms... Okay, here's my info about Lazy Moms Day. During the first Friday in September, National Lazy Moms Day delegates everyday mom jobs to someone else. Busy moms know that the work of being a parent is never done. However, occasionally parents need to recharge. The laundry and the dishes will be there later. When possible, finding someone to watch your children for a few hours is worth it. Sometimes all a mom needs is a nap. Other times, mothers as well as fathers seek adult conversation. Even though moms around the country view this day in different ways, the majority see it as a day for moms to take a break. While the occasion holds no shine to Mother's Day, there's a suggestion of some cooperation with mom. Allow her to take a break, divide the chores, place a moratorium on family feuds. That's how most celebrate this national day. Also, today was National Coffee Ice Cream Day. And what we celebrate here globally today on this Friday oh, that's right, it doesn't show. That basically sums my National Day calendar segment here on this first Friday in September. So let's go into my my famous birthday segment, and let's see what famous Americans as celebrities celebrated birthdays earlier today. TV actor Asher Angel today turns 22. Rapper Lil Xan turns 28. TV actor Shea Rudolph turns 19. TV actor Idris Elba turns 52. Entrepreneur Ben Pasternak turns 25. Reality star Jonathan Clark turns 35. Basketball player Julian Newman turns 23. Rapper Famous Dex turns 31. Wrestler Braun Strowman turns 41. Rapper Foxy Brown turns 46. TV actress Freya Allen turns 23. Soul singer Macy Gray turns 57. Movie actress Anika Noni Rose turns 52. Basketball player John Wall turns 34. Pop singer Max George turns 36. Rock singer Roger Waters turns 81. Rapper Webby turns 39. Movie actress Rosie Perez turns 60. And TV actress Maddie Phillips turns 30. So those are your famous birthdays from today's date, Friday, September 6th. So now let's turn our attention to your weather here on this Friday night. So we are just about the conclusion of another week. We're about to get into the start of another weekend, the first full weekend of September. And of course, it is going to be. Have I got some nice what I want to tell you guys? Have I got some nice what I want to tell you guys about here tonight? Overnight low temperatures will range through the 60s as a cold front advances through the region, and rain chances gradually diminish behind the front. A few showers and thunderstorms will be possible across parts of the region this evening and overnight as a cold front advances through the region. However, most locations will likely not see additional rainfall after sunset. Averages and records for this day. Normal high is 92, normal low is 70. Record high is 103 set on this date back in 2023. That was just a year ago. 56 is the record low set on this date back in 1974. And of course, we're not under any watches or warnings here on this Friday night, but north of the Shreveport-Bossier metro area and portions of east and northeast Texas are watching a line of showers and storms. That's going to advance of the cold front that's going to come through. That's what's going to give us a nice and pleasant weather. This could be our last wave of rain that some parts of the area could be dealing with for this evening. So, and of course, nothing here happening here in Shreveport. So, for the past several hours, our weather has been mainly quiet. So that's the line. That's the only rain we have here on the Shreveport radar is a line of showers and storms in portions of east and northeast Texas, and also around the Texarkana area is getting quite a bit of heavy downpours here on this Friday night. And of course, also most portions of south and southwest, most portions of southern Arkansas. And if you look at this line I was showing you, is the line of showers and storms, and especially across the Texarkana metro area, as well as out in the Gulf Coast, as well as, and that's to that lingering tropical disturbance that's what's been giving us the abundance the abundance of the heavy rain of our rainy pattern that we've dealt with the past couple. It's down in portions of southeast Louisiana, and also all the way extending all the way from Mississippi, Alabama, all the way to the Florida Gulf Coast. So, and also the Memphis, Tennessee metro area is also getting pounded. Also portions of central Tennessee like Nashville, and also portions of mostly across Alabama and Georgia, and also a portion of South Carolina is also getting severe, also getting pounded with a line of some decent heavy rainfall. This is all due to a low pressure tropical disturbance and a low pressure that's hanging around the Gulf. That's what's keeping portions of the southern U.S. entirely soaked here on this Friday night. So this was giving the entire entire Gulf Coast region severely soaked. So if you're traveling to that part of the country, you might want to pay very close attention. So it's our weather situation all across the Mississippi, Florida, all across the Gulf Coast region is getting pounded with periods of moderate to heavy rainfall. Could be our incoming tropical disturbance that tends to be coming through. And of course, we ourselves have had plenty of rainfall. We've had over half an inch of rain has fallen since yesterday. But of course, so the day started off rather gloomy. So the day has started off rather gloomy, with clouds and periods of light to moderate rain. Some rainfall was heavy at times, and of course, clouds through much of the day we finally start to see the clouds break apart, giving way to sunshine, especially during the late afternoon hours. Finally give way to some sunshine, and of course, so far we start the day off with areas of patchy rain and patchy drizzle, but the clouds have burned out to generally clear skies through most of the evening, which of course is a night, which of course is giving way to mainly generally fair skies through the evening hours tonight. And here's what we're experiencing here on this Friday night. Temperature outside is 73 degrees with clear skies. We have a northeast wind at 3 miles per hour. Humidity is 78%. Dew point is 66 degrees. So this time last night with light to moderate rains in the area, we had dew points in the 70s. So that lets us know that tonight is, and of course that lets us know that tonight is a little bit less. So tonight is, so that means that it is a little less humid than it was compared to what it was at this time last night. We've had, so, and of course because the mugginess seems to be going away, although temperature it is starting to be a little pleasant tonight. It is a little pleasant tonight, and with the dew points in 66 degrees being the dew point, that lets us know that it is a little less humid compared to what it was at this time last night. Now here's what's on the way through the next few days. Pleasant weather returns for the weekend thanks to a cold front that will move. Excuse me. Pleasant weather returns for the weekend thanks to a cold front that will move through the region early Saturday. Rain chances return to southern portions of the four-state region on Tuesday and more area-wide Wednesday through the end of the upcoming work week. At this time, no severe weather appears likely next week with these next rain chances. So that is one reason why you should enjoy the weekend into early next week, because it looks like that we can have, it looks like that our weather pattern, that fairly active weather will return next week, and of course we can have a major tropical disturbance. I'll tell you guys more about it in just a few minutes. Excessive heat continues in the western U.S. Excessive rainfall lingers along the northern Gulf Coast. Excessive heat will continue through this weekend for the southwest U.S. Heat will slowly abate across the northwest through Saturday as upper-level low pressure moves in. Many areas remain under excessive heat warnings and heat advisories. Heavy to excessive rainfall will continue a threat for flooding Saturday from southern Louisiana to northern Florida. It's still, as of right now, we're not currently seeing anything active in the tropics, but we could be watching a number of potential tropical waves. The potential tropical waves along the Gulf that could give us some fairly decent chances of rain. I will keep you guys updated throughout the weekend and also into the early portion of next week. So this has been our 16th or 17th straight day without a named storm. So the next named storm, so looks like sometime next week. Then of course this next tropical storm could linger along the Texas/Louisiana, somewhere along the Texas/Louisiana Gulf Coast. But I definitely will keep you guys posted. I definitely will keep you guys posted. Based upon what could possibly happen with that system, and of course, if the tropical disturbance in the Gulf would like to receive a named storm, its name would receive the name Francine. So it would be our 6th named storm of this Atlantic hurricane season, since the tropics have been relatively quiet within the past few weeks. So tonight, say for that small rain chance that will come through, I very seriously doubt we'll see any more rain after dealing with after dealing with raw and gloomy conditions the past couple of days. We finally so far for the area high school football games earlier tonight, skies have been mainly clear. So the skies have cleared out just in time for area high school football games earlier tonight. But tonight's skies will be clear as we bottom out at 72 degrees. That's just a couple. That's even though it's going to be rather cold, that's still a couple degrees warmer than where we should be this time of year. So we actually should be in the low 70s, 72 degrees. I'd say that's just about seasonal. We bottom out tonight with a low temperature of 72 degrees with the northeast wind at 6 miles per hour, and we are not expecting any rain. And tomorrow, of course, it will be less humid. It will be a beautiful. So it will be so. We're going to start the weekend off with very nice weather, something we've all been looking forward to. Finally, so it looks like so we're going to have a beautiful weather. Beautiful and nice start to the weekend. Something we have not seen in the area since spring. So for the first time, we have the nicest weather we've seen here. So we've got some of the nicest weather we've seen here in quite some time. So it'll be less humid with mostly sunny skies. We have a beautiful start to the weekend with mostly sunny skies. Of course, temperatures. So normally we should be in the low 90s, but instead, we'll have high temperatures in the mid 80s. So we are forecast to top out at a high temperature of 86 degrees with an east-northeast at 12 miles per hour. So it's going to be a little breezy at times. So definitely we have a nice and rather comfortable and pleasant day. So earlier today we've had a high temperature in the low 80s thanks to cloud covering, rain lingering from that tropical disturbance. So the tropical disturbance the past couple days has kept us raw and gloomy. So unlike the clouds that we've dealt with the past couple days, we will see mild temperatures. But tomorrow it's going to be a relatively mild day with sunshine. So it will be mostly sunny and less humid tomorrow. I'll call it mostly sunny, rather comfortable. Have a beautiful start to the weekend, one of the nicest weekends we've had in a while. With the high temperature of 86 degrees, winds will be from the east-northeast at 12 miles per hour. We're not expecting any rain. So a great start to the weekend. So we're going to be, with the temperatures that we have, we're going to be thinking fall rather than summer. So through the overnight hours tonight, we're expecting clear skies to prevail. So skies should be mostly clear during much of the overnight hours. And of course, so around by the time we hit the midnight hour, we should be down to 73 degrees with clear skies. Then we have skies should generally be clear during the overnight hours tonight, save for a couple clouds. But I'll still say we have mostly clear skies in the overnight hours tonight. We'll start out tomorrow morning with clear skies, temperature 73 degrees. 9 a.m. tomorrow with mostly sunny skies, we should be at 76 degrees. Noon tomorrow with mostly sunny skies, we should be at 80 degrees. 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon with mostly sunny skies, we should be at 84 degrees. 6 p.m. tomorrow evening with mostly sunny skies, we should be at 82 degrees. Then we'll have clear skies around 9 p.m. tomorrow night with a temperature of 73 degrees. So we have a beautiful, fantastic, and pleasant start to the weekend. So looking forward to it. So for those of you with weekend plans, it should be a great day. It should be a totally picture perfect. It should be a totally, absolutely a beautiful and nice and pleasant weekend to get out. So just to do just about anything. So perfect weather. So great weather to take a stroll outdoors. So of course this weekend there should be no excuse to a great weekend. So great weekend to get out and enjoy the venturing outdoors. So here's what the next 7 to 10 days have in store for us. After a low temperature night, 72 degrees tomorrow, it will be rather mostly sunny and less humid. That means it's gonna be rather comfortable and pleasant. It will be comfortable with mostly sunny skies. A beautiful start to the weekend. So nice weekend is set to shape up with the high of 86, low of 61. Winds will be from the east northeast at 12 miles per hour, and of course we're not expecting any rain. So with temperatures will be just several degrees below what we typically below normal. So one of the nicest weekends we've had in quite some time. And of course Sunday, not only will we have beautiful sunshine for tomorrow for your Saturday, but we will also have it going into your Sunday as well. So it should be a great day for afternoon activities with lots of sunshine. Another great day to soak up the sun. So with the high of 88, low of 57. So that's rather high of 88 and the low of 57. That low temperature 57 degrees, of course, will be our coolest temperature we've seen since April 23rd. Winds will be from the east northeast at 9 miles per hour, and of course, we're not expecting a chance of rain going into your Sunday. And of course, Monday we'll have another day with lots of sunshine. We'll have a rather pleasant and nice start to the work week. Rather nice and pleasant start to the work week as we get into the start of next week. With lots of sunshine, with the high of 90, low of 67. Winds will be from the east southeast at 8 miles per hour, and no rain is expected. And of course, I hope you're enjoying the next 3 days, because we start to see things changing again as we go into your Tuesday. We have mostly cloudy skies with the chance of showers and storms becoming likely, with the high of 91, low of 73. So we have a chance of showers and storms returning. So we have rain chances returning to the forecast as soon as Tuesday. And of course, humidity levels will also increase. So we have the chances of rain returning as we go into your Tuesday, with the high of 91, low of 73. Winds will be from the east southeast at 8 miles per hour. Chance of rain 40%. And of course, this is going to be on according to that possible potential tropical disturbance that we can see arriving sometime toward the middle of next week. Of course, Wednesday will be rather cool but humid, with periods of rain and thunderstorms. High of 78, low of 70. Winds will be from the east southeast at 7 miles per hour. Chance of rain 90%. And looks like rain chances will continue going into your Thursday. It's going to be a very slow moving system. Several days of widespread rainfall. So it looks like your Thursday will also be rather soggy. It'll be cloudy and humid with periods with showers and thunderstorms likely. With rain and thunderstorms likely going into your Thursday. High of 77, low of 71. Winds will be from the southeast at 8 miles per hour. Chance of rain 70%. And we close out next week, going into next Friday, week from today. It will be mainly cloudy and humid with periods of rain and thunderstorms in the morning, followed by periods of thunderstorms in the afternoon. High of 83, low of 71. The winds will be from the east southeast at 7 miles per hour. Chance of rain 60%. So very unsettled going into the remainder of next week. It looks like the rain chances will continue to linger going into next weekend. Next Saturday, which is the 14th, it will be cloudy and humid with periods of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-80s, chance of rain 40%. Sunday the 15th, it will be partly cloudy and humid with the few showers and thunderstorms likely. Highs will be in the mid-80s, chance of rain 70%. By the time we're going to Monday the 16th, Monday start to the following week, which is the 16th. It will be partly cloudy and very warm with the few showers and thunderstorms likely. Highs will be in the low 90s, chance of rain 40%. So that means I wouldn't necessarily worry about the rain chances, but first our main concern is but first but I wouldn't too much worry about the rain chance. At least even though we're needing the rain, at least we get a chance to dry out for the weekend. So we have so good news. The good part about it, at least the clouds and the rain will stay away for the weekend. And of course with the arrival of the cold front, that's going to give us more beautiful, pleasant, and comfortable conditions where you want to sit outside, open the windows, and enjoy the beautiful, pleasant late summer / early fall weather. Late summer / early fall. So our first taste of fall arrives later this weekend. So some of the nicest weather we've had here since the spring, since April. So I mean, some of the nicest weather we've had. I'll just say the spring. So that means that we have at least 3 days to enjoy. Excuse me, beautiful, comfortable, and pleasant conditions before we start soaking things up again later next week. So that means that we'll see temperatures. So much of the next 7 days will be either at or below normal. Of course, cloud. So for the second day, that means we're finally getting rid of the cloud cover, and also we're getting rid of the cloud cover, and also we're getting rid of the cloud cover, and also we're getting rid of the rains associated. And of course, the clouds and rain we dealt with the past couple of days has been what's associated with an upper level tropical disturbance. Upper level tropical disturbance in portions of the Gulf, especially in portions of the Texas-Louisiana Gulf Coast. We're going to have another major tropical disturbance that could give us even heavier rainfall, although rainfall totals have been moderately light with this previous system. So we'll have highs in the mid to upper 80s for the entire weekend, both tomorrow, which is Saturday, and Sunday. And then we're warm to the low 90s for Monday and Tuesday before of course we're warm to the low 90s for both Monday and Tuesday as we get into the start of next week before we deal with more. So, okay, here's what the weekend's shaping up. So, here's how things are shaping up the next few days. So, we'll have highs in the mid to upper 80s for the entire weekend. That's both tomorrow, which is Saturday, as well as Sunday. Then we're warm to the low 90s for both Monday and Tuesday. And then, of course, our next tropical disturbance so, okay, I'll start over. So, we'll have highs in the mid to upper 80s for both tomorrow and Sunday. That includes low temperature in the 50s, 57. We should drop into the 50s Sunday night, Monday morning. So, be nice for us to wear a jacket. So, we're finally seeing a touch of preview of fall. But the nice and comfortable, and of course, we'll have now daytime highs will be in the mid to upper 80s for both tomorrow and Sunday. And then we're warm to the low 90s for Monday and Tuesday as we get into the start of next week. And also for the remainder of next week, with the increasing rain chances, again we'll see high temperatures only in the mid to upper 70s to low 80s for the remainder of next week. That's why I say just temperatures shouldn't be too unreasonable for this time of year. I mean, at least we're starting to see conditions feeling a bit more like September. So, and of course, now Monday morning's low temperature 57 degrees again will be our lowest height temperature, the coolest temperature we've seen since April 23rd. Now your rain chances. So we're not expecting any rain for tomorrow, which is Saturday or Sunday or even Monday. So we have 3 days to dry. So we're going to catch a break from the rain for we're going to catch a break from the rain for 3 days. But rain chances return next week, beginning Tuesday, 40% Tuesday. Then they go up to 90% for Wednesday, 70% for Thursday, 60% by Friday next week. And looks like looks like so the return of rain the return of rain chances, that's going to be to a very slow moving tropical disturbance, and of course we have a stalled out frontal boundary along with possible disturbances in the Gulf. So we're going to have to monitor the Gulf very closely, which could give us our next tropical disturbance. It would likely receive the name Francine. And portions of the Texas, Louisiana Gulf Coast could be once again dealing with waves of very heavy rainfalls. So this could pose a serious threat. This could pose a major impact on our area, similar to what we experienced with Hurricane Tropical Storm Beryl earlier this summer. So I'm going to have to monitor this system very closely. So that is why I say enjoy the beautiful, pleasant, nice weather for the weekend while we have it. And of course, the rainfall estimates. So because of that tropical disturbance later this week, due to the tropical disturbance, we could be looking at anywhere between 2.5 to possibly 3 inches of rain over the next few days. Between now and the end of next week, we could be looking at anywhere between 2.5 to possibly anywhere between 2 to 2.5 to possibly even 3 inches of rain between now and towards the end of next week. Between now and towards the end of next week. It looks like when we see rain chances returning, they're going to stick around for several days, depending on that tropical disturbance. So, and of course, with clouds and rain returning to the weather pattern, also the humidity levels that will also lower daytime high temperature. So, and of course, now Wednesday and Thursday next week, it is likely that we may likely not get out of the 70s, and then maybe even next Friday. So that's why I say enjoy the nice and pleasant weather we have for Friday, Saturday, for the weekend into early next week. So we have beautiful, nice, and comfortable and pleasant weather for the weekend. That's tomorrow, Sunday, and for the weekend, also also Monday. But rain chances return to the forecast. Rain chances return to the weather picture beginning Tuesday, and likely could stick around for much of the remainder of next week, depending on how much rain we get from a potential tropical disturbance. So, excuse me. So we have at least 3 days worth of sunshine to enjoy, but after that, it all goes downhill from there. With lingering rain chances beginning as early as late in the day Tuesday, and it could stick around through it could be through next week and even Monday into Monday the following week. And now let's take a recap of now of course I kind of ran out of time to go over last night's in NFL season 1 debut score. I kind of ran out of time in last night's video I was sort of running out of time in last night's video to give you guys the final score to NFL Week 1 between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs took a 7-point victory over the Baltimore Ravens. With the final score, the Chiefs, the defending Super Bowl champions, defeated the Baltimore Ravens. The Chiefs took the victory over the Baltimore Ravens. Final score, Chiefs 20, Ravens 17. And earlier tonight, the second, and of course last night's Ravens and Chiefs game was played on NBC, and also the first, and also the second NFL game of the season took place earlier tonight. And so of course it's also the first international game of the season between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. And the Philadelphia Eagles took the victory over the Green Bay Packers, final score 34-29. And of course, here are some selected, and I'll go over your full NFL schedule in my weekend video for you guys tomorrow night. So Sunday at noon, the Houston Texans will face the Indianapolis Colts for their season opener. AFC South matchup. Also, the New Orleans Saints will have their season opener at home Sunday at noon as they host the Carolina Panthers. And also, the Dallas Cowboys will also have their season opener, but the Dallas Cowboys Sunday afternoon at 3:25 p.m. The Dallas Cowboys will have their season opener on the road as they face the Cleveland Browns. Now here's a preview of your excuse me. Of course, high school football. So tonight was also week one of high school football across Louisiana. And of course, the rains have cleared just in time for area high school football games to take place, including North Caddo took the victory over Bossier, final score 37-16. Airline defeats Barb, final score 52-49. I think that's all. I think I'll go on to the going to your preview of your college football for tomorrow. Now here's a preview of your of course I did not have a preview of the week one of college football. Now here's a preview of your college football games which is set to take place tomorrow. Of selected college football games. So tomorrow morning at 11, we have Arkansas and 16th ranked Oklahoma State. So tomorrow morning at 11, Arkansas and 16th ranked Oklahoma State. Third ranked Texas will face Michigan. That game will be on Fox. So tomorrow morning at 11, we'll have Arkansas and 16th ranked Oklahoma State. Third ranked Texas will face 10th ranked Michigan. 17th ranked Kansas State will face Tulane. And then tomorrow afternoon at 1, Tennessee Tech and Georgia. Tomorrow afternoon at 2:30, Baylor and number 11th ranked Utah. Northern Illinois at 5th ranked Notre Dame. Buffalo will also face ninth-ranked Missouri. Tomorrow evening at that game will be tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Buffalo will face ninth-ranked Missouri. Also tomorrow evening at 6, South Florida will face 4th-ranked Alabama. Tomorrow night at 6:30, 14th-ranked Tennessee will face 24th-ranked North Carolina State. Nicholls State will face 18th-ranked LSU. Hopefully LSU can to earn their first victory. Hopefully LSU can earn their first victory. Of the season after losing their season opener in Vegas to after recovering from their season opener loss to USC in last Sunday's matchup in Las Vegas. And those are some of your. Also tomorrow night at 9 p.m. on Peacock, Boise State will face 7th-ranked Oregon. Those are some of your listening of the college football that will take place during the day tomorrow. And of course I'll have a recap of some of all your college football matchups from tomorrow, as well as a preview of all your NFL games set up for your Sunday, of your NFL games set up for your Sunday, and of course, of course now with football season back in full swing, with football season back in full swing, each Friday night, I will give you. So of course, I will give you guys. Now Wednesday nights, I will give you a preview. Of course, Wednesday nights, I will give you guys a preview of what to expect for the NFL, the incoming NFL Thursday night games, but each Thursday night throughout the season, and also have a recap of the Thursday night matchups in my Thursday night videos. And Friday nights I'll have another slight preview of your NFL, of some of your selected NFL games, as well as a preview of all your college games which you set up for Saturday. And of course, in my weekend videos, which I do on Saturday nights, I'll be giving you guys a preview of all your NFL matchups set up for the NFL Sunday. And of course, Monday nights I'll have a recap of all your NFL matchups from Sunday, as well as a preview and a recap of the Monday night games. And also, I'll be giving you guys briefly football updates throughout the week. Now that football season's back in full swing for the 2024 season. And this will wrap up my Facebook Live video for you guys here for this first Friday night of September. And also in my weather segment, I will keep you guys updated with a nice, pleasant, and comfortable early fall, like a preview of our fall preview of the nice, comfortable, and pleasant weather filled with lots of sunshine for the entire weekend. And also have another preview of what to expect with the increase in rain chances thanks to a tropical disturbance in the Gulf. I will keep you guys updated on it throughout the weekend, also throughout at least a portion of next week. And I sincerely hope you folks have had a truly blessed and wonderful weekend. I hope your weekend goes the same. And this will wrap. And also, I forgot to mention that our condolences, and of course, I just want to pray for our victims affected by the school shooting, which is something I have been forgetting to talk to you guys about in my Facebook blog video. This incident took place Wednesday this week of the high school shootings, that tragedy that took place in Georgia. Praying for our condolences, our family and friends has been affected by the shooting massacre that took place at a high school in Georgia. And also, I'd like to send condolences and prayers and thoughts go out to family and friends of rapper Rich Homie Cohen, which passed away at age 34 and 35 yesterday. But this will basically wrap up with everything I wanted to cover with you guys in tonight's video. Once again, Once again, my name is Felton Parker. I'm officially signing off here on this Friday night. You guys have a good night. Sleep peacefully. Take care of yourselves and each other. Enjoy your weekend. Most of all, remain blessed and stay safe. Thank you.